Groundbreaking of the Chinworth Center with us today. We are extremely grateful for the tremendous amount of support we received from the late Herb Chinworth and the many other alumni and friends that made this wonderful initiative possible. We also appreciate the investment of time that many faculty and staff made in designing and redesigning to ensure that this new facility will not only serve but enhance the overall campus experience of our students. At this time, I ask President Dave McFadden to come forward to share a few remarks.
Thank you, Melanie. It's always amazing to have the opportunity to break ground on a new building. One of the reasons is that it's a very tangible investment in the future of the institution. It will stand here for many years, years beyond our time at Manchester, and it represents a commitment to the endeavor that we make here at Manchester, to our students, and to the future of the university, and so we're grateful to be here. One of the things about events like this is we think about the physical parts that we put down. We think about where we're headed, but always we bring things with us. We bring a rich history. We reflect on the people who, some well-known and some not well-known, whose sacrifices and generosity have made this day possible. I want us today to reflect on the lives of two people, Herb Chinworth and Professor Emeritus Art Gilbert. We are really delighted to have members of their families with us today. From the Chinworth side, Herb's sons Jim and Wes and their wives Debbie and Nancy, Herb's daughter Mary and her husband Dave, Andrew Chinworth, who is Jim and Debbie's son. From the Gilbert side, Art's wife Ellen, daughter Kathy and son-in-law Jerry, grandson Joel Brenneman, who's also a student at Manchester. You can ask him on your own whether he's majoring in accounting or not. Jeff and Tanya, their daughter Dinah, Brandon Curry, who is a son-in-law, and of course, Art Gilbert himself. Art, we are delighted that you're here. This project began with a $5.1 million gift from Herb Chinworth. And he gave us the gift both to honor his experience at Manchester and his parents. Lockie and Augustus Chinworth will have their name on this building. It will be the Lockie and Augustus Chinworth Center in honor of his parents. He studied at Manchester, Herb did, from 1938 to 1940, and eventually completed a degree in chemical engineering at Purdue. Although he left Manchester to go to Purdue, he never forgot his connections here, the experiences that he had with faculty members who stoked his curiosity and stretched his mind, who taught and mentored him. This building is a testament to the values instilled in Herb by his parents and also his professors at Manchester. It will also, though, stand as a testament to his life and the generosity of Herb Chinworth himself. Herb passed away last year, but he will live on through the many Manchester students who will learn and grow and find support in this building for years to come. It's a wonderful legacy to Herb and his experience at Manchester, and we are forever grateful. The second floor of this building will be the new home of the newly named Arthur L. Gilbert College of Business. I'm glad, Art, that you can be here with us today so that we can thank you and honor you for all of the things that you've meant to Manchester. Art graduated from Manchester in 1953 and 5 years later came back to teach here. We didn't even have an accounting major when he came back, but he built one from scratch. As many of you know, Art built accounting at Manchester into one of the most respected programs in the Midwest. Accounting with Art was not for the faint of heart. I think that's a gentle way of saying that. Many of you could tell stories and attest to that. It was rigorous, demanding, exacting, even exhausting. Art's students learned excellent accounting skills. But what really set them apart was that they were Manchester accountants. They were equipped to lead, they were problem solvers, they had a strong work ethic, and they were known for their uncompromising integrity. In today's language from our mission statement, they were persons of both ability and conviction. Art retired in 1998 after 40 years of teaching, and I'm pleased to report that our accounting graduates and business graduates still stand out from the crowd for the same reasons. They are leaders, problem solvers. They're known for their work ethic and their integrity. Art, thank you for being here today. Thank you for the lives that you've shaped and the impact that you and they continue to have on Manchester. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Dave. We'd also like to ask Jim Chinworth to come forward and share a few remarks on behalf of the Chinworth family. Jim?
We are 1 year and 1 week and 1 hour from 1 day of Dad's death. And if he were here early in his 99th year, he would have enjoyed this day. He was one in the family that liked events like this. He appreciated a bit of ceremony, pausing to mark time and space and the convictions we hold dear in this time and space. And I think he would have said two things. At least two things. And first, he would have said something about the place of capitalism. He for sure honored the best part of this financial model. He liked the thought of having an idea, of sharing that idea with others, gathering investors and seeing where it would go. Making money was fine, but advancing a good idea on behalf of strengthening community was his view on the risk, the challenge, and hopefully the reward of good and honest work. That was not uncommon among his generation, and it wasn't uncommon in other generations as well. Because I believe he learned this from his parents, his father, and in particular, his mother. His parents were not conventional for their time. They were married in 1916 at the age of 33. Their first child they had was at the age of 35, and the last child they were 41. Grandpa worked a variety of jobs, trying out various business ventures and jobs which were difficult to maintain through the Depression. Grandma had at least two that were communicated to us. First, she was a public school teacher beginning at the age of 16 in 1899. She pursued this for about 20 years, enduring headaches, literal headaches. They were debilitating, and so she tried different remedies, one being seeing a chiropractor, which turned out to be what rid her of her headaches. And she thought, according to her middle son, I think I could help people in this way. So 4 months after Dad was born in 1920, she packed up her 2 young sons and a nanny and spent the next 3 years in Iowa at the Palmer School of Chiropractic, while her husband built a new home for the growing family back in their hometown of Warsaw. Grandma graduated in 1923 at the age of 40. She opened an office first in Bourbon, Indiana, and soon after that in downtown Warsaw, where she practiced her craft for the next 40-plus years, well into her 80s. And that was a significant part of her life, doing a good work. Serving her local community. Overseeing a private business, even through the difficult, sometimes desperate days of the Great Depression, and doing so with others in mind. It was never breaking news, but it was a pretty good thing. There is so much more to her story, much of which we don't know. But these few tidbits are some of the primary intention for one, Dad wanting her name first on the building. He respected and loved his dad, but it was his mother who was deep in his heart. And second, his trust and faith in Manchester to continue to shape students as it helped shape him, who also may have a good idea, gather others around them, and serve the public good with honesty and integrity and passion. So on behalf of the Chinworths near and far, we are grateful to Manchester for honoring their story, their life, their work, and their relationship. And we will be eager, very eager, to hear the stories of those who name and shape their own vocation in this space, known as the Lockie and Augustus Chinworth Center. And we are honored to be here with Art and Ellen Gilbert on this day.
Thank you, Jim. And now I invite Mallory Jennings, senior in the College of Business, to the podium to share what this new facility means to her and her fellow students. Following Mallory will be freshman Olivia Wilson to share a few remarks as well.
Hello, my name is Mallory Jennings, and I'm a senior accounting major with a sales minor. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate this great occasion. I'm honored and humbled to share a few thoughts about what this day means to the students at the College of Business. This project has generated a lot of excitement, and it is motivating to see construction begin. In preparation for this speech, I spent some time thinking about my experience in the College of Business. Through being a part of committees, attending case competitions, and participating in hands-on learning in the College of Business, that has provided me and my peers with all of the tools we need to succeed. I can only imagine what the Chinworth Center will be able to do for future graduating business students. This building not only represents new beginnings, but also a continuation of the great works being done currently and throughout all areas of the College of Business. This building will give rise to a lot of opportunities, from the knowledgeable debates that will occur in the new case studies room to the professor-student interaction that will take place in the new student lounge area. It'll be a source of more collaboration, idea creation, and enable students to have the ability to apply knowledge in tangible ways. It'll be an informal place to gather and learn, which makes everyone successful. It excites me to see Manchester growing, especially in the College of Business. I am thankful to have had the opportunity to pursue my degree here and to have made so many influential connections along the way. Without Manchester, I would not be the person I am today, and I am proud to call this place home. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Wilson, and I am in the process of wrapping up my freshman year here at Manchester with a double major in accounting and finance. First, let me say how honored I am to represent the students of Manchester on this exciting project. One of the reasons I chose Manchester is because my grandfather, who graduated from here in 1969, told me to visit because Manchester is a great school with little distractions and a great reputation for getting a quality education. After visiting, I knew this place was perfect for me, and there was no need to look elsewhere. Now, after being here for a year, I learned that my grandpa was 100% correct, and today is a very exciting day for Manchester, and I'm really looking forward to having the Chinworth Center as the new home for the College of Business. It will provide room for every program to grow, and will provide so many benefits for business students. The lounge on the second floor will be a great place where students can meet in an academic environment with a more relaxed atmosphere. Another great aspect will be the proximity to the professors, allowing for more face-to-face conversations. I also think that it is wonderful that the College of Business will be named after Professor Gilbert. My grandpa fondly remembers him as being an excellent teacher who established Manchester as an accounting powerhouse. I have met many successful accountants who graduated from here, and I am truly excited to be a part of the lasting legacy Professor Gilbert has established. Thank you.
Thank you, Mallory and Olivia, for your kind remarks. I now ask Dean of the College of Business, Tim Ogden, President David McFadden, and grandson to Art and Ellen Gilbert, Joel Bregeman, to join me at the podium for a special unveiling. And on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I hope everybody on this side of the tent can see that it is going to be the new logo for the College of Business, the Arthur L. Gilbert College of Business. Thank you very much. And now, for the official turning of the dirt, I invite President Dave McFadden back up. Joel Bregeman, please, representing the Gilbert family. The Chinworth siblings, Jim, Wes, and Mary. Mallory Jennings, Doug Kinder, and Chairman of our Board of Trustees, John Zeglis.
John, you want to lead him?
Sounds good. 1, 2, 3.
We'd also now like to invite all members of the Chinworth family for a special photo. Yes, would you guys like to put the hats on with the shovel?
Okay, go ahead, look right here for me. 3, 2, 1. Great, now we'll do it.
Oh, I bet there is. Come on, honey.
And now, if we could have members of the Gilbert family come forward for a photo opportunity.
One. Perfect. Thank you. Do you want to turn dirt?
Do you want to turn dirt?
I'd also like to invite all of the accounting majors that had Professor R. Gilbert that are with us today for a picture as well. Art.
Are you good?
All right, now this is an honor. Yeah, this is a group.
All right, and 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you. Nice comment.
All right, that concludes today's program. We do invite